Good afternoon, how are you doing? Yeah, we're getting on with this. So I've worked on that corner and I've worked that corner. So what we're doing is this little tiny bead here. I've sorted that corner out and I've left this corner to show you. So basically what I was doing was, wrong one, there you go. So basically what I was doing in the scratch stock, so if you didn't watch the previous video, you'll won't know what's going on. There's a motorbike outside. Anyhow, look, that goes in there, and that was built into a scratch stock. Watch the previous video, and that did all the way up to, in the scratch stock, it did all the way up to there. But the body of the scratch stock, which was this little thing, hit up against there. Whichever way around it was, hit up against there, and I only got that part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I've finished that detail off in these corners. So you know what to do. Grab yourself a cup of tea. I'll settle you in there. We'll catch up in a minute. Right, have you got your tea? I've got my tea, and put that mat down there. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get you as close into the shot as possible so you can see what I'm doing. So this shows this detail that I need to finish off, and I just want to go through with you how I finished it off. And what I did was, first of all, I used the back part of the scraper as a straight edge, and I put a blade in there, pushed the scraper up against it until I was happy, and then continued that line and actually took some out with a Stanley blade. So it works pretty good. Then I came around here, hold that down there, again cut some out, and the problem here really is the grain will want you to go in its direction, and what you're trying to do is, I'm just going to put that there like that, is go in the direction of the straight straight line. So anyhow, I've taken a bit out of there, you can see that, and then I put my chisel in there and took that up to the end. What we're trying to do is establish this square corner. Oh, it looks all right for you already. It's not there yet. You can feel the glue line when you get there. So, you know, just tapping the side of a chisel, that's not too bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to lock my hands around the end of the timber just here so that I can push that off. So I'm using my fingers, these fingers here, against the frame to just start it off, and then pull it back. Catching there, so there's something going on there. So it's looking all right for you, but not brilliant, not yet. So yeah, freehand stuff. It's pretty cool. How's that looking? It's all right. It's okay. So I'm going in there and I'm just pulling that away. So you can see it's not taking ages. Now then, let's just take some of this glue out this corner. So that's good. Back to the chisel again. I did use a bigger chisel, to be honest, to give me more of a face against this square edge here, but this is fine. So I'm pushing it down until I see no gap. And then just keeping the same weight on it. That's not bad, not bad. So push it down, lose the gap behind it, there you go, it's gone. I've got to be careful that I don't split split this off and it comes away. But I'm being careful. So that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to give it one more quick clean out with this. As you can see, it's not bad. And then my secret weapon is this. This is a little bit of sandpaper around a coffee stick that's been planed down to a bevel. And I drop that in there and I take the sharp edges off. And I'm going to go all the way down this side and up to there. And I'm going to put that on that round there. And then I'm going to come around here and go down there. All the way down and back up there. Then I'm going to put it in there just to do that bit there. Feel what it's like. It's not bad. It's not bad. It goes up a bit there. I can feel it going up. Okay. Bring the chisel back. Bit more weight on it. So it's not too bad, is it? Just going to take that bit of muck out the corner there. This is the problem. That's better, that's better. How's that looking for you? Oh, that's not bad. Let me show you what it looks like, what I'm seeing while you're... So, oh, sorry. Wow, that is close. So... that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. And if you look at it square on like that, you can see it's not bad. So there you go. All four corners done. All four corners done. That didn't take long at all, did it? 8 minutes. So I'll tell you what, I want to show you something else that I've done. That I think is pretty good. I don't know whether you can see me because I haven't put you in the machine. It's a pretty good way of using up old Stanley knife blades, like this one, but also to scrape wood, but to get you round corners, because sometimes when you're using a cabinet scraper, let's pick up the one that works. When you're using a cabinet scraper, you come up here like this, and what you don't want to do is you don't want to go across that grain there, you want to go up that grain, you want to stop here. So let me just set you up and I'll show you how I scrape. Can you see? Yeah, that's right. And you're back. So if you've sanded across here and you've scratched some of this up, if you get a Stanley blade and use it as a cabinet scraper, can you see? Go up to the mitre like that, and then change direction, go like that. And as you're going down here, turn it round to meet that mitre there. And then I can come down this one, come down this one like this to meet the mitre there, and then twist around and then go like that. That way you're not, so I'm doing it because I can see a little bit there that just needs to be got rid of. So look how good an old Stanley blade is. We tend to use these Stanley blades and throw them away, but actually that's usually the pointy end that gets blunt, and this area here in this middle is usually inside the knife, so this doesn't get any wear. So actually it makes a great, obviously you've got to be careful, it makes a great scraper. Really good for fine details. And if you remember, I wrote the letter on each of these faces, and I've cleaned those letters off now, so that's it. Right, let me get this thing out of here. You can stay there for a second. I need to discuss the next part, which is, oh, do you like my brush? What do you think of that? Yeah. Do you think that would make good merch? Would you buy a British made brush with my logo on it and finished? Would you guys be interested? Because it is the softest brush, and when you've got small details like this to sort out, it's exactly what you need. So tidy up, clean the bench off. Some of you will have noticed that, I've put it down somewhere, oh there it is. Some of you have noticed that from my hold fast, and I've got these little bungs to go in there to keep that back to flat, so I've got no metal on the bench. I want to bevel it so that it pops out easy. I need to do a couple of those. Right, so the next thing to sort out is the door, and I thought I'd do it while you guys are here. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this. I want to use the middle part of that door for the middle part of this door. So the first thing I need to do, and the reason for it is because I want to keep this spring on the back, and I want to keep this part original. I will have to plane this down and joint this to some new wood, which will fit around here. And I will do it the traditional way. So the next piece to go will be an upright there. I don't know whether you can see the details on there. Let me zoom you in a bit. Can you see? I don't know whether you can see the details there. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll get a marker pen, and I will mark it for you. And this comes off. This is a dry whiteboard marker. So what we're looking at is we've got a joint there, we've got a joint across there, and we've got a joint here, down here and down there. Can you see that? Yeah, I think so. So what I've got to do, I'm going to get a different pen. So if any of you have watched the Gandolfi video, which is wonderful, you'll see that they make them up into all sorts of panels. That's better, I can see that now. So what I've got to do next is the opposite of this. If there's top across here, this time, as there is the long length, then it's the side that needs to be the long length. So what I need to do is make a piece for there, a piece for there, a small piece for here, and a small piece for there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare that timber. I'll prepare it so that when I do the next video, it will be making this back panel, the door. I might even strip some of this down. And I'll tell you what, I'll pause it now. I'll get the stuff ready. I'll start stripping this down. We'll strip some of this down now. Right, so I found a screwdriver that fits, and this is incredibly sharp. And what I do when I'm removing screws is I slide the screw driver down the down the slot like that, and it cleans all the muck out. And then with a certain amount of pressure, I put the screwdriver in, push it, and I tighten it up just, there you go, just 5 minutes on a clock, 5 minutes, and then that loosens it enough to then start unscrewing it. And what you don't want is I mean, look at this thing. I mean, let me get the calipers, just so that you've got an idea of what we're dealing with. This screw in total is 6mm, which is 1/4 inch. There you go, 6mm, and the head is 158 thou, 4mm. So it's a 4mm head, which just under. So I've got to look after these little screws. So again, put the screwdriver in, and sometimes there's so much muck in there. But actually, if you just slide it in one way, there you go, there you go. You can, there you go. Screw number 2. Right, I'm going to carry on taking these out and we'll catch up in a minute. Right, welcome back. So the screws came off all right, all the hinges came off pretty good. You saw me move that first one, the others came off just as good. One screw is a little bit, don't know which one it is. It isn't the happiest slot on the screw. But these hinges we're going to use on here. So that'll be great. And what we'll do is we'll have probably one up here, one down there. So one there, maybe one there. Joe's given me some more bits and pieces, so we might have another 2 hinges in the middle here. They might be different, and that's why we'll keep those up there, because I can't get these hinges. So different hinges in the middle from spare pieces that Joe's got will look fine. Yeah, that'll look fine. So we're going to do that. So the next thing to do is I need a piece of timber down here, one up there, a short one there, and a short one here. So what I'm going to do is show you how I measure it up. I'm going to push that into the corner like that. And I've got 168mm, so I'm going to round that to 170. 170 divided by 2. So that's the width. The height is 401, so I'm going to go 410 by 410, and that gives me the upright. Now I'm going to measure the rails, which are, that's going to be about 150. So I'll go 150 divided by 2, and they need to be the same as this. And I'm going to plane a bit off this because this has got finished ends and it's slightly rounded as well. So I'm going to take a little bit off that. But if I make it the same width as this, the length of that the same width as this now, which is 226, 226. So that's a definite. 410 is a definite. And now we've got the rails. So that becomes 75 by 222, 2 off. This becomes 85 by 410 times 2 off. And that's my timbers for there. And I think it's 8.5mm thick, isn't it? I think that's what we did. Anyhow, that's the next things to make these timbers. So I'll make those and then we'll start going through assembly, because I've brought a nice cutter to show you, which will be great. I'll show you the cutter. Let me get you out of there. So I've got a cutter to show you, which is going to do this fancy little loose tenon in here. So we're going to do the same construction of that. This panel may be, well it is, this panel is about 1 millimetre thinner, and I don't mind that. I'm going to have the strength of the body here, and the middle panel's fine. It'll have enough strength in the joint, so that's fine, I'm happy with that. And it's good to use this up. This piece here will go onto the side of the upright there. So this little tab, this wonderful leather tab with those screws, it'll be cleaned a little bit, will go here, which will be great. And then we've got some other little turn buttons, which are, where are they? Turn buttons. Oh yeah, these turn buttons here. So we've got turn buttons that will go top and bottom. So there are the hinges, there are the turn buttons. But what I'm going to do on here is I'm going to have turn buttons there and here. I'll probably do another one here and there, and then probably end up with one here and there as well. It's about making sure no light gets into there. So, you know, we're scaling it up, so we need to scale up the numbers of fittings to hold it all together. So that's great. Right, so one last thing. William, thank you very much for the coffees. Much appreciated. That was a lovely surprise this morning to see that had happened. So that's a big smile on my face for that. So thank you, William. Gary today. Cheers, Gary. Gary mentioned about the O-ring idea on vices. So let me just quickly give you this tip. Vice handles. Gary mentioned about O-rings on it. And I haven't done it to all the vices. Let me show you. So this is my engineer's vice, and this little rubber around here, which is an inner tube. It's just an inner tube cut off and run round, turn around 3 times to make it go on there, and it stops all of that. So today we've gone through it. I've put another one on here, so that's good now. And listen to that. You're not going to get your fingers trapped in that. This one's been done. All of them been done, which is great. So no noises. And Ian, when we come to see you again, Ian, vice over here has been sorted for you. This one's been done. This has got the rubber around there, rubber around the bottom, which is great. And my vice over there that Gary's done. So yeah, it's been, thanks for that, Gary. Good reminder, good to get it done. Good to get things out the way. I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to sort the timber out for that. And I'll catch up with you guys soon. Yes, you can buy me a coffee, and the link should be after in the description. So that's what I've done today, this morning. Did a load of stuff on the computer. Link to my Twitter, to my Instagram, to my blog, and to my buy me a coffee is all in that link below. So thanks for watching. Keep subscribing. More coming along very soon. Cheers.